Welcome to Durbania. I'm Durbin, and this is my spoiler-free review for Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was nervous going into this movie because the first one is so great. The first Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, is legit. That is a great movie. I love it. I actually liked the second one, but, you know, it was a cliffhanger, and then the way the third one resolved things, I just did not like that at all, and the fourth one was like, meh, that's pretty good. I mean, it wasn't, like, fantastic, so the fact that they made another one, I was nervous. So, sat through this movie, watched it, loved it. It was a good movie. There were a lot of things that were just really great. Number one, great to see Captain Jack Sparrow back. And it was Johnny Depp in all his Jack Sparrow glory. We're actually seeing Jack Sparrow, when he gets introduced into this film, probably at the lowest point in his life. And it's here at the lowest point in his life that he makes a decision that unleashes the entire plot of this movie. And since that's a spoiler, I'm not going to get into it. And it's interesting because the act that he does to unleash the villains in this movie, it's something that I all at once find a little unbelievable, but also can understand, because what they're just trying to do is show you that 5 or 6 years ago is the whole Blackbeard deal. And Jack Sparrow's just kind of been going through a whole unlucky spell, and he's just at the lowest point in his life. And that's really what they're trying to illustrate and show. So in that sense, it's like, you know what, I'll buy it. But, you know, kind of the thing that he does that unleashes all of it, I'm just like, I'm not sure Jack Sparrow would do that, but maybe if he was just down that low. A lot of this movie was a return to the formula of Curse of the Black Pearl, because, you know, it was Will Turner who busts Jack Sparrow out of jail. He uses Jack Sparrow to go find and save Elizabeth Turner. You have these cursed pirates. They have to undo the curse and restore the natural balance and yada yada yada. It's the very same thing with this. They're after this thing, Poseidon's trident. They're trying to find this thing in the sea, and so you have the girl who's trying to find it, Karina. She's trying to find the trident. You have Henry Turner, son of Will Turner, who wants to release his dad from the curse, so he's trying to find the trident. And, you know, of course, you got Jack Sparrow, who, you know, is always up for a good treasure hunt and making bad decisions with his life. And so, you know, it's the same kind of formula. Jack Sparrow's in jail. Turner has to break him out of jail. That Turner falls in love with the girl. They have to go on this great big mission. They have to try to do what they can to release bad pirates from their curse. It is like, it follows that formula in a lot of ways, almost beat for beat from Curse of the Black Pearl. But I don't want to say that as something that's negative, because it wasn't. It was really fun. I enjoyed this movie's return to a formula that works really well. And it's not just, to me, it wasn't just a reuse of that formula. The way that they did it, it just felt good. It felt natural. It felt fun. They pulled it off really well. So, like, I wasn't watching this movie complaining, oh, it's just following Black Pearl. I wasn't thinking that. I mean, obviously I am, because I'm saying it to the camera. But I wasn't thinking of it like something bad. It wasn't something that took me out of the story. I enjoyed the story, and I enjoyed that return to form. And I really enjoyed how they executed the story, the plot, and the characters. And all the characters were really good and really, really solid. So I really did enjoy that. There are a few little exceptions here and there. Like, I guess one of my negatives would be a couple of times I felt like, especially when Jack Sparrow was really drunk in this one, his voice would slip into the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland.
Stop that.
Also, there were moments where Karina, who is not a believer in the supernatural at all, gets faced with the supernatural for the very first time. She gets really comfortable really fast with the supernatural. I would think there'd be a tad bit more adjustment, but then she's all smiles just a few scenes later, so, like, I mean, I get it. I mean, it's a Pirates movie. You don't want to have some huge character arc of somebody who doesn't believe in the supernatural be confronted with the supernatural. It's not what it's about. It's a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I get that. I'm just nitpicking that if I was going to find negatives with this movie, and they're there, like, you'll find negatives. It's not, like all movies, it's not perfect. I hate it when people say that in reviews. It's not a perfect movie. Duh. Is there a perfect movie? No. Even the movies we dub as perfect movies aren't perfect movies. Point that I'm getting at is, yeah, it does have its negatives and things like that. But overall, if you liked Curse of the Black Pearl, I can see no reason why you wouldn't like this one. I think this one was really great. It reminded me of Jurassic World. Loved the original Jurassic Park. Fantastic movie. Sequels, but that original was great. Jurassic World, for me personally, restored a lot of the magic of that first one. Not as good as the original, but still good. And I feel the same about this. It's not as good as Curse of the Black Pearl, but it was better than its sequels, and it's a really great, really fun movie, and I think it's definitely worth seeing on the big screen, and I'm gonna buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out. So I'm giving this movie an A-. I had a ton of fun with it, and I really think you will too, especially if you're a fan of the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. So if you saw it, I'm anxious to hear your thoughts. What did you think of this movie? Make sure to let me know in the comments. While you're there, hit the subscribe button, become a Durbania. Next to the subscribe button is that bell. When you click the bell, you're notified the moment I drop new videos. Videos like my spoiler talk for Pirates of the Caribbean 5 coming out on Saturday or Sunday, sometime this weekend. My spoiler talk will be dropping, and joining me, someone who hasn't joined me in a long time, will be Rapthorn. If you're a new subscriber here, if you go back to videos that are about a year and a half old, Rapthorn was like a partner and did so much great stuff with me. You will go back deep into the history of Durbania and find tons of great stuff with me and Rapthorn. We had so much fun together with this channel in the very early days of it, and I'm so excited that he's returning, but it's also bittersweet because he's moving far away, so it will like be his official last video. So hit the subscribe button so that you can catch that. I'm Durbin. Thank you for checking out Durbania.